Hello.
Hi, everybody,
Hi.
and welcome
Good
to our awesome
afternoon.
10 to 13 webinar. Today is
Yeah.
Tuesday, the what's the
31st.
31st of March. It's the end of March, guys. Come on.
I love
Now
this
we're
time
in
of year.
the fourth month of 2020, and
hmm
it is 1 o'clock on the dot.
Exactly. April is waiting around the corner.
I know, within 1 o'clock till 12 o'clock. How many hours do we have left? 11 hours.
11 hours, and then
11
it's
hours.
definitely spring.
Yeah. Well, spring started on the 21st of March.
I know, but once you're in April, it's incontrovertible. There's no doubt. It is definitely spring. Even if today it's still a bit grey, and we had snow last week, but
In Germany yesterday, because I used to live in Germany, and so I have a lot of friends all around. It's snowing badly. Like,
really,
yeah, I mean, I
all
know it
over.
snowed. In the south, it's snowing a little bit because I lived in the south of Germany. It's snowing a little bit, but towards the center, like Hamburg, it's snowing uncontrollably. Like, it's full of snow. I know
Wow.
it snowed the other day a little bit, but in Hamburg, it's like, okay, it's gonna set and it's gonna stay there.
Incredible. Yeah, because here it was just sleep, really. It wasn't
Yeah.
serious snow.
It's cold enough when it comes down, but the ground is still hot enough for it not to stick.
Exactly. Hey, Eri. Hi. Thanks for joining
Hi.
us. How are you?
Please tell us your
Where are you?
your real name. So maybe your name is Eri, but hi Eri, where you're from, and what is your star sign? Please comment in the comment section. For anybody else watching, your name, where you're from, and what is your star sign. And in the meantime, I think we're going to introduce ourselves.
Yeah, sure. Shall I go? Okay, thanks. My name is Hal, and I am 26, and I'm from London in the UK, and I live in Bologna, where I work at Maya's school, and that's about it. And my star sign, I can say my star sign now as well. I'm a Leo. My birthday is at the beginning of August, so I am. What does that even mean? I don't know, but the symbol is the lion, obviously, and also the star or whatever up in the sky is the sun. And I think we're supposed to be quite arrogant and quite demanding, but also charismatic and confident.
Definitely, I like that word, charismatic.
Hey, and Aries from Genoa. Hi. Gemini, okay.
Cool. Oh, there we are. It's an adjective. A nice way to describe it. Hal says he's charismatic. I think he probably is. I don't know him.
No. I didn't say I was. I didn't say I was. Importantly, I said according to astrology or astronomy. I always get them mixed up.
Astrology, stars, astrology, horoscopes.
Exactly. If you ever, it probably annoys astronomers when we get them mixed up. So astrology, astrologically speaking, in theory, I'm charismatic, confident, but also quite rude and demanding. Yeah.
Okay, so these are the qualities you've described yourself with. Which one are you?
I don't think I'm any of those things, really. No, I don't think so. I mean, Leos are supposed to be, quite kind of, I would say, bolshy. They want to do their own thing, and they want other people to follow them. They want to lead, and I don't often feel that way. Some days.
I think probably you have a strong Leo inside of you. You just haven't had to show it yet.
Okay, perfect, great.
So Erin says that she's from Geneva. She's a Gemini, and she's double life and face. Yeah, that's basically what Gemini means. Two sides of a coin. Very. I don't know. Gemini is very difficult. My one cousin is Gemini, and I have another cousin who I'm very close to. Hi, Lauren, if you're.
Hi, Lauren.
She's a so when you said, I'm like, oh, because I know what Lauren is like, and what you were describing, charismatic, confident, maybe want to be leading, is exactly her to the T.
Sure.
And I'm Joanna. I come from Cape Town, South Africa, so from the other side of the world. I am also a teacher at Bologna Mille with Hal. I don't live in the center of Bologna. I live on the outskirts in the countryside. And my star sign is a Pisces. So I am a fish. I'm a water symbol. So Har, funny enough, she's like, what? When I first started at the school, like I like astrology, but not as much as Sahar. She's like,
we have a colleague who is, we can explain, we have a colleague who is really into astrology. What did she say?
She's like, we need to find what is your star sign rising and setting.
Yeah.
So she did that for me. And I am my star sign is Pisces. I'm trying to show you my, and my star sign rising is Pisces.
Oh, you're like a
through and through.
I don't even know what mine is rising. What does Pisces represent?
So like if you look at the symbol itself, it's two fish. So one swimming up and one swimming down. It sort of shows that your life is detrimental because half of you is one decision and half of you is the other decision. So you're
indecisive.
Yeah, I don't think I'm really indecisive, but I'm very emotional, which is a water sign. And the Pisces, they're not realistic. They're more with the head in the clouds.
Yeah. Floaty, literally a fish, but also sometimes I describe people as floaty when they're a bit unclear about their life and, you float along.
I don't know. Yes, I changed my mind. I don't know if I would like float along or anything. I think I've got.
Yeah, you don't seem floaty to me.
I have characteristics probably of all of them, of all the star signs. I think in terms of my emotion.
It's not real.
Sahar, did you hear that?
Sorry. But it's back in vogue. It's back in fashion, no? So
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, if you're watching, I see that we have a couple of viewers. It's really, really awesome that you guys are watching. Please comment your name, where you're from, and what is your star sign. Hal and I are now very, very interested.
Yes, please. Hi, Deb. Deb, are you saying, is your name Ariona or Deb? I'm confused.
Probably Ariona.
That would make sense. Hello.
Or maybe her name is Deborah.
And you're saying hello to Eri, who you know.
Probably.
Tell us. And also tell us what your star sign is. What's your star sign?
Yes, where you're from. We're really, really interested. But in the meantime,
we can.
Should we start?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. So today's focus activity, predicting the future. I don't really want to predict the future at the moment in this situation.
No, although at the moment it's quite easy to predict in the short term. I know what I'm doing tomorrow and the day after and for the rest of the week.
And probably the end of April, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. But otherwise there are lots of uncertainties, I see. Hey, Deborah, you're from Geneva as well, so I guess you know Ariona. That makes sense. And Deborah, what's your star sign? Tell us.
All right. Would you like to read, Hal?
Yeah, sure. So here we have character adjectives, probability phrases, and talking about predicting the future.
I can't do this. I'm quitting.
We don't have to. We can just do short-term predictions. Deborah, you're an Aries. Okay, cool. Aries.
Oh, Aries is the ram. I know it's the ram. And I know that Aries and Taurus, because my sister is a Taurus. She's at the end of April. Aries and Taurus apparently are very, very stubborn and hard-headed.
They like a fight, right? They're ready to stick to their guns, as we say. Hey,
definitely.
Hi from Naples. Libra. Okay. Yeah, I'm not qualified to talk about this. I have no idea. You know more than me.
I know, like Libra is the balance, so it's the scales. So maybe she's really, really balanced in terms of everything. She knows how to balance her life.
Yeah.
Calm. Funny enough, I'll tell you a very funny story while we're on this. So I come from a really big family. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and me, we're 5. And so myself and my sister are in the beginning of the year. I'm in March, my one sister is in April. And then I have one brother who's in September, who is a Virgo. My boyfriend is also a Virgo. So they're very realistic and I don't know, straightforward people and not really in touch with their emotions. But when they are, it's really nice. But then you have my other brother, my other sister, and my father and my mother, and also my uncle, who are all in November. So
Whoa.
I have a lot of Scorpios and 2 Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is towards the end. It's terrible.
Are they bad?
My mom is Scorpio, and I think she's like the epitome of what a Scorpio is. And then I have another 2 siblings that are like that as well. So it's like there's just thing at you.
Wait. Tell me, what a Scorpio? What's the stereotype? I honestly have no ideas about this other than my one, because I'm a Leo, so I'm self-absorbed, so I know my one.
I have no idea quickly what are the qualities or characteristics of a Scorpio. I just know my mom. My mom is the most hard-headed person you could find on this planet. My mom's German through and through, like born and bred in Germany. So I don't know if that also helps her stubbornness.
Right.
She's always right. She always has to have the last say. I don't know. And you can never talk over them. And I think most Scorpios are like that. They will not give you the time of day.
Sure. Hey, Sole. Hi again. Nice.
Sole, please tell us, what is your star sign? We're really, really interested.
We're being astrologers today.
Yeah, what's your mom's star sign?
I honestly have no idea. Her birthday is the 31st of December. What's that?
I want to say Sagittarius, but probably not. I think it's like Capricorn.
I'm going to look it up. It's Capricorn, yeah.
Capricorn. Jess is a Capricorn.
Okay.
I don't know the quality.
I just feel that in our lifetime, it's become so much more prevalent, so much more prominent, this interest in astrology again. Like we were talking before we started about, or you were saying that in the 70s or 80s and 90s, it was huge in America. And now it's kind of become prominent again. And I find it quite confusing because I have no idea. I feel like I should learn more just so I can engage with conversations like this better.
This is what I was speaking about earlier on. She's like rising Virgo and rising moon is Sagittarius. Wow. That's completely
detailed.
Yeah, and she's a Gemini, so she's got a mixture of Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. You are difficult. You are 100% difficult. Wow. That's what I was talking about, where I'm rising Pisces and my moon rising is Pisces as well. You have to get hard. Hard is the most important person to tell you these things.
I'll, when this is all over, I can have my future told. Exactly.
Get Kate to do that as well. All right, let us continue. But yes, guys, please continue watching. Tell us your name, where you're from, and what is your star sign. We have some interesting facts about it. You want to read one by one?
Sure. True or false? Number 1, 75% of people who read their horoscope are men.
During a full moon, the number of emergency room visits increase.
And Americans spend $100 million a year on astrology.
So guys, in the comment section, what we want you to do is to let us know these sentences that you've just read. Are they true or false? So 75% of people, number 1. During a full moon, number 2. And Americans spend, number 3. Let us know, true or false, in the comment section.
It's interesting. What do you think the plural of horoscope is? Do you ever say horoscopes? Because I don't know. Number 1, 75% of people who read their horoscope are men, but I think that's actually correct. I think I sometimes say horoscopes.
I probably say horoscopes
Yeah,
But I think it's like hair. It's singular and plural.
right. It depends. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
That's a good question. I'm writing it down now. Horoscope, singular or plural?
Like if you in a magazine, do you go and read the horoscopes for the day? I
No.
can't remember. No, you read
Horoscope.
horoscope singular. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice. Okay, Eddie. False, true, true.
Sole says true, and the third is true. Second true, third true. But what about the first, Sole?
No,
True or false?
She did. I think the first is false.
Okay, perfect.
And
Alessia says, ooh. Okay, well, we're going to go through and read some interesting facts. Sole. I'm Sole. I was going to call you Sole. How?
Hey. I can be whoever you want. False. That's not surprising. 75% of people who read their horoscope are women. Yeah.
I think men just get roped into the situation because of women.
What do you mean?
Like a situation, for example, a woman be like, I'm going to fight with you. This is just like I don't know if I'm being sexist. I'm going to fight with you today because my horoscope said I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah. It's also a huge thing, like increasingly, or at the moment, we can call you Hannah as well, okay? In like the LGBTQ community, like enormous horoscopes. So
really?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Especially in America, it seems to me. It's really, really popular. So yeah, in like queer culture.
Everybody, but maybe they just like it a little bit more. I don't really know. I know that, like I told you before, in America during the 80s and 90s, it was a massive thing, astrology.
Yeah.
But in terms of that, it was for hippies.
Yes, exactly. But I think it's always going to be a kind of alternative culture, right? A slightly underground thing. So it makes sense that it's often adopted by communities, how would we say, on the fringes, on the edges of like the mainstream, right? Because it's alternative.
Or what society deems normal.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Okay. Makes sense. All right, we have number 2. Let's check. I'm so scared to press the button. It's false, guys. Alessia so far is correct.
Yeah.
So far, Alessia says it. So, false. No scientific studies have proven that more people visit the emergency room on full moons.
Right. Superstition. I actually thought that maybe less people, because you can see clearer. So if you're outside and there's a full moon, you're less likely to fall over or have an accident. Anyway, yeah.
Superstition. Superstition,
I think.
I thought so. Superstition. Superstition is the world. Guys, remember, superstition is something that, sounds like a stupid answer, is superstitious. It's not necessarily believable. There's nothing to back it. No proof, no evidence. Yeah.
You have a feeling.
It's just, feeling, gut feeling. Maybe you feel it in your heart, you're having a heart attack.
For example, full moons are unlucky. People think that there's a superstition that full moons make people act strangely or crazily.
Yeah, I think that's got to do a lot with the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, but it's even older than that. Like the word lunatic comes from that idea that the moon makes people crazy.
Yes. So that's a good word that you brought up.
Yeah.
So when we talk about lunatic, which is an adjective to describe people, they are false friends in Italian. So in Italian, you would say lunatic, which actually means in English moody. Like when a person's changeable. Yeah, it varies. Like, for example, I'm happy now, and then I'm sad, and then I'm happy again. We'd call that bipolar. But in Italian, they would say lunatic, which basically, like you said, derives from the moon. Where in English, when
crazy, mad.
So the pronunciation also changes. You'd be a lunatic.
Yeah.
You're not moody, but you're like like Hal says, crazy or psychotic or something.
Yeah, insane.
I know a lot of people believe in like the stones, the gemstones and crystals.
Mhm.
That throughout the month, they would wear a crystal or keep a crystal in their house to take bad energy. And then on the full moon, wash it in salt water and leave it outside to dry so the moon can take all the bad spirits.
It sounds like it just sounds like a lot of effort. I don't know what you guys think watching. I'm quite skeptical, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm a skeptic.
I don't know. I like the gems. I like to look at them.
Sure.
I don't know how much I believe about the fact that the moon will take away bad spirits and bad energy and karma. All I know is that, and you can disagree with me if you think I'm wrong, every gem comes from the earth. So it comes from a cave, it comes from a rock or underground. And I think somehow it must possess some earthly energy or something, because it comes from the earth. I don't know how that serves a purpose though, but I do believe that it's integrated.
Okay. It has some kind of connection with where it came from.
Yeah, just like water, the inside of water, it comes from the sea or it comes from natural flowing places, and it's got minerals inside of it. It comes from the earth as well. We need it to stay alive. Somehow there is something with bad energy. I don't know.
Okay. Cool. No, we're getting witchy now. I like it. No, but I find these conversations really funny because I think everyone actually has some kind of superstitions or some kind of belief that maybe they're a bit embarrassed to share because then they realize that they sound a bit strange. And so if you talk about this stuff for long enough, it becomes clear that everyone has certain beliefs. I just wear nice socks, good luck socks. That's it.
You like good luck socks, yeah. And
Yeah,
some people like clovers or keeping like a horseshoe on the top of the door of their house.
Yeah. You know that famous joke that's like it's an anecdote actually. There's like a scientist, right? A really important guy. It's a true story. I can't remember who it was. And a journalist went to interview him, and he had the horseshoe above his desk in his office, which means good luck, guys. And the journalist asks, like, why have you got that there? Like, you're a rational man. What's this doing there? And the guy replies, oh, well, I heard it works even if you don't believe in it. So people like keep these things even though they don't believe in it because they still kind of accept that it might work, or there's like a cultural reason for keeping it there.
Definitely. I think at the same time we all like have opinions and we all have a brain and we can think of these things even if it's not sort of deemed acceptable from society. I mean, if you believe in it, okay. Like, who am I to tell you no?
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. In Italy, Sole says, in Italy, the farms, in Italian farms or on Italian farms, on a farm, the people plant the seeds during the full moon. I don't know it's still used it. Okay, I didn't understand the last bit. Yeah.
She says I think what she's trying to say is she doesn't. I don't know if it's still used or if people still do that.
Okay, I see.
Funny fact, actually, it's not just in Italy. This is coming from hundreds of years ago. Like they say properties because of the moon. Because apparently when you plant, you have a better crop at the end because it grows better. Also, they say when you get a haircut, you should get a haircut on a full moon.
Really?
Yeah, because your hair will grow back faster and maybe a lot healthier. It's the same for the crop. If you plant it on a full moon during the day, you'll reap a better crop.
Nice. Okay. The last one?
Very last.
True.
It is true. There doesn't need to be a reason why.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Like I said, I was telling Hal earlier on that during the 80s and 90s, astrology was really popular in America. Like they would have people on television, astrologers, telling people their not fortune, but what the future would hold. And of course, it's a money-making business. People were really believing it. So yes, I can agree. $100 million. Ooh, Eliana says, I agree about cutting the hair or the cutting of hair. Mhm. I've never done it. I've just read about it.
No, I need a haircut, so maybe I'll wait until
The next.
hopefully there'll be a full moon. Yeah.
All right. Let's go on to the next side. Help. Do you want to read?
Yes. So true or false? Again, these three. Number one, there are 3 billion fortune cookies made every year. Number two, fortune cookies were invented in China. And number three, you can study astrology at university.
Okay, guys. So in the comment section, let us know. 1, 2, and 3. Is it true or false? There are 3 billion fortune cookies made every year. I love fortune cookies.
Yeah, me too.
I like it.
Yeah, they're so tasty. Yeah. I always want to eat like loads and loads, but that's not the idea, is it? You just have one, really.
Probably, yeah. I whenever I go to a Japanese or Chinese restaurant, they give it to me, and then I keep it in my bag, and then I know I have a snack on the bus.
Oh, that's a nice strategy. But wait, what if your part of the fun is eating it with everyone else and then seeing what everyone else got for their fortune? No, no. You're not supposed to share it. I guess maybe you're not.
I don't know. I don't really go out with a lot of people. I have like a bit of a boring social life, so I'm usually going to a Japanese restaurant with myself and my boyfriend, and then we always just take it because they offer it to us, and if we pay, and you want a fortune cookie, and we say no, I sort of feel bad.
Yeah, and they're tasty. So true, false. That true, false, true. Okay, cool.
Okay,
thanks, guys.
Let's go through. 1, 2, 3. True. I thought that the first one was true.
Yeah, me too. Well, I maybe would have said even more. I don't know.
3 billion.
That's a lot of fortune cookies. Yeah.
I think it also depends from country to country. Like, if there are Japanese or Chinese restaurants there, also if you're allowed to sell it or you're allowed to give them. I don't really think in some countries it's deemed appropriate. Like, I don't really know if you can give a fortune cookie in Dubai.
Okay.
So I think you have to respect the culture of the country too.
Yeah.
Eliana says, you can study astrology by yourself. That's why I wrote false.
Okay.
Okay, we haven't gotten there yet. We're going to check.
Yeah, it's true. You can study it at home.
False.
Boom.
Okay. They were invented in Japan, guys. So Japanese restaurants would have this as well, not just Chinese restaurants. But I think in different countries you have a mixture of both Japanese and Chinese restaurants.
Yeah, and I've definitely had a fortune cookie at both.
Yeah. So, and last but not least, true. So Ariana, I know you said false because you can study it by yourself, but clearly you can study at university too.
At least that.
This is where Kepler comes from. The Kepler College in Seattle, Washington offers BA and MA programs in astrology. So if anyone wants to know quickly what is BA and MA, BA would be a Bachelor of Arts.
Hey, Giuseppe as well. Hi.
Hello. And MA would be Masters of Arts, which are degrees. Do you say them differently in the UK?
No, but we sometimes say undergrad and postgrad, and then MA would be the first step of a postgrad, and undergraduate is always people doing their BA or BSc. Do you say that as well? And then postgraduate students are MAs or PhD students.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yes, usually in the English-speaking countries, I'm not too sure if it's like this in Italy. You'd always start the letter with your degree that you're doing. For example, B, bachelor degree, or M, master's degree. or it could be an H as well, honors. And then afterwards, the subject, like B.Ed, which would be Bachelor of Education.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, things like that. Would you like to read what Sole says?
I don't think it's legal being an astrologist and write those things by yourself. Ah, okay. And because I don't think it's legal being an astrologist and writing, also ing, those things by yourself. Ah, so you think, Sole, that what you should have a qualification to do it? I guess maybe. Like, do you need to have a certificate in Italy to be an official astrologer? I can't just go and start giving people astrological advice, maybe, without studying it.
Now I feel like I'm going to Google astrology when I'm finished for today.
Yeah, and look it all up. Yeah.
All right. We have a lot of reading to do. So, guys, what we're going to do here, we're going to gap fill the words on the right in red into the phrase or into the text. Hal, do you want to read the red words?
Yes, we have falling, altering, prosperity, seriously, exhibit, gloomy, and contentment.
Okay. So yes, we're going to read the text. We're going to pause and stop for the words, and in the comment section, comment the right word for us. Do you want to read it sentence for sentence?
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Shall I go first?
Okay.
Palm reading is taken quite, number one, in Japanese culture.
The Japanese spend a good amount of money having their palms read and believe that the lines represent their future. Number two.
The lines, number three. The lines, the probability of being wealthy, of finding, number four, and having rewarding love relationships in their future.
When the lines represent a number five, future, some Japanese people are literally taking matters into their own hands.
Some are undergoing an operation in hopes of, number five, their futures.
Number six.
Is it? Oh, number six. Sorry, guys. Number six, their futures.
The operation takes around 15 minutes and costs about $1,000.
The surgeon uses an electrical scalpel to burn lines into the palms to increase the odds of becoming wealthy, of having a pleasant life, or of in love.
And that is number seven. Oh my word, the Japanese is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So yes, guys, if I give you the sentence, I'm going to put in the comment section the first one. Palm reading is taken quite. What is the word we're looking for? Palm reading is taken quite. I like the Japanese culture though.
Yeah, but this little aspect is so strange. What's really strange about it is that it's such a funny combination of old superstition, like a traditional beliefs about palm reading, and then an extremely modern solution of having surgery done with a laser on your palm. It's the two things combined that makes it kind of crazy and extreme to me. Yeah.
It's like that's not necessarily how it's supposed to be done. You read your palm and you just accept your future.
Exactly, Sole. I don't like my future, so I'll burn my palm. Yeah, it's quite an extreme solution.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, so Alessia says seriously. Let's check if the answer is correct.
An area.
Why did Yes. So palm reading is taken quite seriously in Japanese culture. What about the next sentence, guys? That the lines represent their future. Represent. But I was looking because the other day the Japanese were on the news, and they were showing like pictures of the city, and I was just really impressed with how clean it is and how
Yeah.
organized, structured, and I just really like it. I don't know if
Efficient.
yeah, I'm not necessarily saying I can fit into the society or accept the culture or anything. I would embrace it, but it was so nice to see how clean it was.
Yeah.
So yes, guys, the next one, what would it be?
We've got some answers. Alessia, prosperity. Airy,
So-
prosperity, solid prosperity.
Mhm. Alessia also says prosperity, exhibit, and contentment. So should we see if all three are correct? Huh?
Yeah.
I was waiting for your response.
Sorry.
Prosperity. Oh. Okay. Exhibit. And the last one, contentment. Yes. All right, guys. Welcome. Alessia's on the ball. She's already up until number 6. Gloomy future and altering.
When you think about prosperity, what do you? It makes me most of all. I think it's usually to do with money. No, the adjective is prosperous. So if you have a prosperous future, that usually means you'll have quite a nice amount of wealth and money. I guess it can be other things as well. No.
Yeah, I think that prosperity can be, generally speaking, something good. It could also be like success, but then you're successful.
Yeah.
I do think that prosperity is anything that makes life easier.
Yeah, that's a nice.
So if it's finances or happiness.
Right, Alessia, success in general. Yeah.
So let's check what they've gotten, because Alessia already went to number 7. She said, gloomy future, altering, and falling. Falling.
Cool.
Definitely. Right. Should we read it one more time with the correct answers in place?
Yeah, and maybe if we want to clarify anything, we can. Definitely. So sentence number 1, palm reading is taken quite seriously in Japanese culture. To take something seriously is to think it is serious. It's a nice phrase, to take something seriously. It means I believe it is serious.
Okay, the Japanese spend a good amount of money having their palms read and believe that the lines represent their future prosperity. So also when we say to spend a good amount of money, means that we are willing to pay more. Usually we do that with clothing, like we are okay with spending money on something that is of quality. Like a pair of shoes that you know will last for 4 years rather than 3 months.
Cool. And the lines exhibit the probability of being wealthy. Exhibit is quite a strange use of it, but here it just means show the probability of being wealthy, of finding contentment, that is happiness, comfort, contentment, and having rewarding love relationships in their lives.
When the lines represent a gloomy future, so gloomy we would use to explain gray, like a couple of the days that we've been having now outside with the sky full of clouds. Gloomy future. Some Japanese people are literally taking matters into their own hands. So what it means to take matters, into one's own hand, just basically means to do something yourself.
Right.
But I usually think I would always refer to taking matters into your own hands as something that is going to be illegal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't think that.
Consequence.
Yeah, but maybe that's interesting. I was thinking of, like, I don't know, a boss of a company who gets annoyed because someone, a colleague or an employee isn't doing something well enough, and the boss says, I'll take it into my own hands. I will do it myself.
But don't you that it has something negative to it, it means that the person that you've hired is not capable of doing the job. Eventually, you're going to let them go.
Yeah, that's true. It definitely means that you don't rely on or you don't trust the other person or the, that's true.
I mean, you do get some people who take matters into their own hands to prove a point, or just because they have that personality. But I never see it as a good thing. It always, like you said, means the person that you asked to help you or you trusted to help you can't get the job done.
Yeah, exactly. Some are undergoing an operation in hopes of altering their futures. Undergoing an operation is just a collocation to have an operation or to undergo an operation. We don't really use that in any other context, to undergo.
No. Undergo all operations, I think, maybe removal of a tooth or especially plastic surgery.
Yeah.
The operation takes about 15 minutes and costs about $1,000.
The surgeon uses an electric scalpel. Scalpel is like a very thin knife that we use in an operating theatre in surgery to burn lines into the palms to increase the odds of becoming wealthy, of having a pleasant life, or falling in love. Nice. Increase the odds, increase the likelihood, increase the chances, the possibilities, increase the odds.
Increase the chances. I'm looking at my palm.
Yeah.
Imagine that if you look at your palm now and someone takes a knife and makes more lines.
There's no room. It would be a mess.
Yeah, my hands would look so ugly. I already have a scar on my hands. So. There was one word here, wealthy. So when we talk, and this is a nice adjective. So normally when people say someone who has a lot of money, you call them rich. But rich is such a boring adjective. I mean, there are better ways to describe someone. So someone who has a lot of money, we would call them wealthy. Other than rich. Remember, guys, you are a much higher level, so you should be using adjectives that are a lot broader, a lot more creative. All right. Possibility phrases or certainty phrases. Let's read them one by one.
On the ones on the right.
Yes.
You are bound to get married in the next year.
You don't have much of a chance at getting a promotion at work.
You may well win the lottery next week.
There is a good chance you will have children.
You will certainly travel to China next month.
You are unlikely to write a book in your lifetime. Okay. So guys, in the comment section, what we want you to do is to match these phrases to the categories of certainty. So you have, I am sure, I think so, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't think so. So where would these phrases go? Under which category?
Exactly.
Very interesting. Should we perhaps maybe, without giving them the direct answer, explain to them as in what some of them mean?
Yeah, if we can, we'll have to try and not spoil the answer. I think we can do that. Which one do you want to start with?
You're bound to.
Okay. You are bound to get married in the next year. Oh yeah, Solly, nice. Number one. I guess Solly, by one you mean I am sure. And Alessia, yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'll give you another example. I am bound to, I don't know, I am bound to have a coffee tomorrow morning. I am certain to, it is certain that I will, but we use this nice construction, which is to be bound to do something. It's certain.
Definitely. We also have more of a possibility to do something. Also, guys, this one that we've just used now, you are bound to. It is commonly used in English.
Absolutely.
Hal and I spoke about it earlier on. I don't think we would say, for example, you are certain to get the job.
No.
Definitely use you are bound to get the job.
Right. Exactly.
Like maybe we could explain bound. So when I bind something, which means
Yeah.
I tie something so tight that you can't get loose. So it just means that the possibility of you getting something is so tight that nothing else can interrupt it.
Yeah. And also we should say that it's specifically in this construction, so it's almost always used with a person. In fact, always, I think, as in you are bound to get the job, not it's bound that you will get the job. No. We say you are bound, I am bound, he's bound, we're bound. Okay, with a person.
Say we refer to something happening in the future, and you can say it's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. That's another nice phrase.
But it's not referring to like a person. It's referring to something like a situation.
Right, exactly. It's bound to happen sooner or later.
Let's go through some of them.
Cool. I think, do these move as we go down the list, right? So
yes.
Okay.
Or they're busy commenting before us as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Alessia says number 2, you don't have much of a chance at getting a promotion at work. I don't think so. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. To not have much of a chance.
Number 3, how for Alessia?
I think so, but you may well win the lottery next week. Good, exactly. It's a possibility, but using may keeps the possibilities open, as we say. It's not a certain thing, but I think it's possible. Yeah. I've never bought a lottery ticket actually in my life, so.
I have many times.
Really?
I won once, but not like a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe like £100.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Good. Cool.
There is a good chance you will have children. Good chance you'll have children. What did the people say? It's number 4. I think so, but let's check. Yes, excellent, Alessia. So Alessia has been giving us the majority of the answers. Thank you so much. You want to read number 5, Hal?
Yeah, you will certainly travel to China next month. So this is, I am sure, as you said, Alessia, and some other people as well, I think. Yeah, you will certainly. I'm certain about it.
Do you want to read the last as well?
And the last one, you are unlikely to write a book in your lifetime, is negative, right? So I don't think so. Like you said, Alessia, good job. Yeah.
So yes, unlikely is the opposite of likely, which likely shows us the possibility is high. Also what Hal said earlier on, you will certainly. To be certain is to be sure. Without a doubt.
Right. Maybe also I find it's useful to say we have a noun which is likelihood, the likelihood of something, which is sometimes a bit confusing because it's quite a strange word, but we use it quite a lot, and it just means the possibility. So if I say, what's the likelihood of me getting this job? I'm asking, what's the chance? What's the possibility? How likely is it? How likely is it?
I think that is a good description between America and England. I think in England they would definitely say the likelihood, and in America they would say likely. So like Hal said, if you're asking what is the likelihood, it's like how likely is it that I'd get the job? And then it's just a possibility, and you can say, 100% or 25%. Doesn't look good.
Exactly.
A good one. Also, we are coming to the end of our pass by. So in the meantime, guys, practice some of these phrases. They're definitely used in English. Go read a bit about your star signs. It's really interesting. And don't forget, if you have any questions, go on my SOS.
It's
And
been
we
a
are
pleasure,
more,
guys.
yeah. Thank you very much and have an excellent, excellent day.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.